What if I told you that the food on your plate right now could be helping to clean your arteries? Not medicine, not surgery, not expensive supplements, just real food. Here's something most people don't know. Your arteries are not like pipes that just get clogged and stay that way. Your body is alive. It wants to heal. And every single day, with every single meal, you get to decide whether you feed the problem or feed the solution. By the time many of us reach 50 or 55, plaque has already started building up. Quietly, silently. But here's the good news. Medical research, hundreds of studies, shows that the right foods can lower your cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and even help your arteries become more flexible again. In this video, I'm going to show you 8 foods that support clean, healthy arteries, naturally. And I'm going to give you the science behind each one. Number 1, chia seeds. Chia seeds are one of the richest plant sources of something called ALA omega-3. Omega-3. That's a type of healthy fat that fights inflammation. Remember inflammation? It's the slow fire inside your artery walls. That fire damages the lining of your arteries. It makes plaque more likely to form and more likely to become dangerous. Omega-3s act like firefighters. They calm that inflammation. They help protect your artery walls from damage. Chia seeds are also loaded with soluble fiber. When this fiber hits liquid in your stomach, it turns into a soft gel. That gel moves through your digestive system and literally grabs onto cholesterol, the bad kind, and helps your body flush it out. Less cholesterol in your blood means less cholesterol available to stick to your artery walls. A study published in the journal Nutrition Reviews looked at several clinical trials. They found that eating about 2 tablespoons of chia seeds every day for 8 weeks lowered LDL, bad cholesterol, by up to 12%. Another study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine looked at people with type 2 diabetes. After 12 weeks of eating chia seeds daily, participants had significantly lower blood pressure and reduced inflammatory markers. Their C-reactive protein, that's a measure of inflammation in the body, dropped by over 30%. Drink plenty of water when you eat chia seeds. Because they absorb so much liquid, if you eat them dry without enough water, they can cause digestive discomfort. Just soak them or add them to moist foods. Number 2, mushrooms. Mushrooms contain a special type of fiber called beta-glucans. Beta-glucans are like tiny nets. They travel through your digestive system and catch cholesterol before it can enter your bloodstream. Mushrooms are one of the richest sources of a rare antioxidant called ergothioneine. Your body cannot make this antioxidant. You have to eat it. And here's what it does. Ergothioneine protects your artery walls from oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress like rust on a car. Over time, it damages the metal. Ergothioneine acts like a rust-proof coating for your arteries. A 2019 study in the journal Food and Function followed thousands of adults. Those who ate mushrooms regularly had a 34% lower risk of artery disease compared to those who rarely ate them. Another comprehensive review published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences analyzed over 20 clinical studies. The researchers concluded that regular mushroom consumption significantly reduces LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, and blood pressure, 3 major risk factors for artery blockage. Never eat raw mushrooms. Cooking releases their nutrients and makes them easier to digest. Saute them in a little extra virgin olive oil with garlic. Number 3, flaxseed. Flaxseed gives you ALA omega-3s and soluble fiber. But flaxseed adds something extra. Compounds called lignans. Lignans are powerful antioxidants. They reduce inflammation in your artery walls. They help prevent plaque from becoming unstable. And unstable plaque is dangerous. It can break off and cause a heart attack or stroke. A large analysis published in the Journal of the American Heart Association looked at multiple studies. They found that eating ground flaxseed every day lowered bad cholesterol by about 10%. Another study published in the journal Hypertension followed 110 patients with peripheral artery disease, that's plaque in the leg arteries. After 6 months of eating ground flaxseed daily, their systolic blood pressure, the top number, dropped by an average of 15 points. Their diastolic pressure dropped by 8 points. Number 4, beans. Here's what beans do inside your body. They are loaded with soluble fiber. Remember soluble fiber from chia seeds? Beans have even more of it. This fiber moves through your digestive system and acts like a gentle broom. It sweeps up cholesterol, the bad kind, and helps your body get rid of it before it ever reaches your arteries. Beans also contain something called plant sterols. Plant sterols are structurally similar to cholesterol. They compete with cholesterol for absorption in your gut. When you eat beans, the plant sterols take up the parking spots. The cholesterol has nowhere to go, so your body sends it out. Less cholesterol absorbed, less cholesterol in your blood, less cholesterol available to build plaque. A major analysis published in the Canadian Medical Association Journal looked at dozens of studies involving thousands of people. The researchers found that eating just 1 cup of beans every single day lowered bad cholesterol by 5 to 8%. Another study published in the Journal of Nutrition took 40 men with high cholesterol. For 8 weeks, they ate half a cup of pinto beans every day. By the end of the study, their total cholesterol had dropped by 8%. Their LDL dropped by 11%. And their triglycerides, another type of harmful fat in the blood, dropped by 12%. Number 5, green leafy herbs. Here's what happens when you eat generous amounts of fresh green herbs. They are incredibly rich in natural nitrates. Your body takes those nitrates and converts them into something called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a gas that your artery walls produce naturally. Or at least, they should. Nitric oxide sends a signal to the smooth muscle around your arteries. That signal says, relax, loosen up, make more space. When your arteries relax and widen, blood flows more easily. Blood pressure drops. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard. And the mechanical stress on your artery walls, the kind of stress that creates tiny injuries and invites plaque, goes down. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition looked at the eating habits of thousands of adults. Those who regularly ate fresh green herbs and other nitrate-rich vegetables had significantly lower blood pressure and less arterial stiffness compared to those who rarely ate them. Another study, published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition, took 60 adults with high blood pressure. One group ate a diet rich in fresh parsley and cilantro every day for 8 weeks. The control group did not. At the end of the study, the herb group had an average drop in systolic blood pressure of 11 points. Their diastolic pressure dropped by 6 points. The researchers concluded that regular consumption of fresh green herbs is an effective non-drug way to lower blood pressure. Number 6, extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is the highest quality olive oil. It comes from the first pressing of the olives. No heat. No chemicals. No refining. It's pure, unprocessed, and packed with over 30 different polyphenols. Polyphenols are powerful plant compounds. And here's what they do for your arteries. First, polyphenols reduce inflammation. Remember that slow fire inside your artery walls? Polyphenols put out that fire. Less inflammation means less damage to your artery lining. Less damage means less plaque. Second, extra virgin olive oil helps improve your HDL cholesterol. That's your good cholesterol. Think of HDL as a garbage truck. It drives through your bloodstream, picks up excess bad cholesterol from your artery walls, and hauls it back to your liver to be broken down and removed. Higher HDL. Lower risk of plaque buildup. The most famous study on olive oil is called the pre-dimed study. It was conducted in Spain and published in the New England Journal of Medicine, one of the most respected medical journals in the world. The study followed over 7,000 people who were at high risk for heart disease. They were divided into groups. One group ate a Mediterranean diet with extra virgin olive oil every day. Another group ate a Mediterranean diet with nuts. The third group ate a low-fat diet. A second analysis, published in the journal Circulation, looked specifically at the effects of olive oil on artery health. The researchers measured carotid artery thickness, that's the main artery in your neck, at the beginning and end of the study. Those who consumed at least 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil daily had significantly less progression of plaque buildup compared to those who used little or no olive oil. Number 7. Legumes. The legume family also includes lentils, chickpeas, dried peas, and even peanuts, though peanuts are technically legumes, not nuts. Lentils are packed with folate. Folate is a B vitamin. And here's why it matters for your arteries. There's a substance in your blood called homocysteine. When homocysteine levels get too high, it damages your artery walls. It creates tiny scratches and tears. Those injuries invite plaque to form. Folate helps lower homocysteine. Less homocysteine means less damage to your arteries. And split peas? They're loaded with potassium and magnesium. These two minerals help lower blood pressure naturally. They tell your artery walls to relax. Less pressure, less stress, less damage. A large study published in the journal Clinical Nutrition followed over 9,000 people for nearly 20 years. Researchers looked at their eating habits and tracked who developed heart disease. The result? Those who ate legumes at least 4 times per week had a 22% lower risk of developing heart disease compared to those who ate them less than once a week. A second study, published in the Journal of Nutrition, focused specifically on lentils. 48 adults with metabolic syndrome, a condition that increases heart disease risk, ate 3 cups of cooked lentils per week for 12 weeks. At the end of the study, their LDL cholesterol had dropped by an average of 8%. Their blood pressure dropped by an average of 4 points. And their C-reactive protein, that's a marker of inflammation in the body, dropped by 15%. Number 8. Leafy greens. Leafy greens do 2 amazing things for your arteries, and they do them at the same time. First, like green leafy herbs, they are rich in natural nitrates. Your body turns those nitrates into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes and widens your arteries. Better blood flow. Lower blood pressure. Less strain on your heart. Second, leafy greens are one of the best sources of vitamin K. Vitamin K helps prevent calcium from building up inside your artery walls. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association followed hundreds of older adults. Researchers measured their arterial stiffness and tracked their eating habits. Those who ate just 1 cup of leafy greens every day had 12% less arterial stiffness compared to those who rarely ate leafy greens. A second study, published in the Journal of Nutrition, followed over 50,000 adults for 15 years. The researchers looked specifically at vitamin K intake from leafy greens. Those with the highest intake of vitamin K had a 21% lower risk of being hospitalized for artery disease compared to those with the lowest intake. The researchers concluded that vitamin K from leafy greens helps prevent calcium from hardening in the arteries. If this video helped you today, please hit the like button. It sounds simple, but it makes a big difference. It helps other adults over 50, people just like you, find this information. 1 click. That's all. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that now. And tap the bell icon. I create new videos every week to help you live well. No fear, no fluff, just honest science.